What's up everybody? It's time for the Calibria Crystal Guardians video. Today we're talking about how to level up fast. This was requested by several people. It follows the same basic principles as many of the other mobile gacha games. Find a good farmer that does a lot of AoE DPS, pop an XP booster, and then farm the hardest difficulty stage that you possibly can. So that's basically the shortened version of the whole video. If that's all you wanted, there you go. But we're going to talk about a couple little nuances as well to farming fast. Boop, boop, boop. Number one, I already said this, pop XP booster. Step one, pop XP booster. So also the game gives you, if you go to quests, if you go to fight, if you go to quick level, the game will give you, actually, yeah, here we go. Follow this, by the way. Seriously, quick level, it's already in the game, follow this. It will give you a set of gear, set of runes. It's actually runes in this game. A set of runes to farm, to level up, right? Then it gives you an XP booster. You got the runes, all the runes you need, you got the XP booster you need. And it also gives you the Angel of Death farmer if you want to use her as your farmer. There's other farmers that are better, but just follow this roadmap and this will basically tell you exactly how to do it. I mean, for the most, why is this not clicking? Yeah, for the most part, it'll tell you just exactly how to do everything, right? Well, Bega, why are you even doing a video if the game tells you? There's a couple other nuances as well. And in addition to that, so that's step one. Step two, from the highest level that your farmer can easily and quickly clear, we already talked about that. Who should your farmer be? AoE DPS attack-based unit, self-sustain if not enough AoE DPS. I was playing around with the monk because I was like, oh, he's a 3-star unit. That would be, he's got some AoE, he's got a sustain because he gives himself, not invincibility, immunity, and he heals himself as well. And he's got some AoEs. He's actually not bad for a farmer. Either. And we got some other more OP stuff, but the Angel of Death is also nice if you want to build it. It's a 4-star, so I was just concerned that the Angel of Death was going to be a little bit harder to upgrade, because not a 3-star like in Summoner's War. Fire Nagami is this similar equivalent to the Angel of Death, but it's really easy to get Fire Nagami skill ups, whereas in Angel of Death, in this game, it's not as easy to get skill ups. So that's really my reasoning behind, like, I was looking for other alternatives, but Angel of Death, the unit that they already give you, is a fine farmer. So if you don't have anything crazier, she's going to be fine for you. Really good farmers. If you have the Lich King, you're solid, right? Spider Queen, you're solid. I got lucky and I got the Spider Queen. A lot of people are re-rolling for at least a really solid, strong AoE DPS unit, like the Lich King, like the Spider Queen, or others. There's other ones as well. Angel of Death is slower because she goes one at a time, where, like, for example, those Lich King, Spider Queen, they'll do AoE damage and they'll nuke the entire wave. And they go on to the next one. I think Medusa's pretty good. Medusa's just awesome unit overall as well. But yeah, there's others, not just those, but those are kind of the ones that people are like talking about re-rolling for those farmers. And leave if you have other good farmer suggestions, leave it in the comments. But of course, you want to go faster rather than slower. The next one, farm with Windwalker. Oh my God, this is a tip that I did not think of myself. Let's go to this one. Yeah, let's go to this one. Let's go to Blackpool Hills 1. Hell 1. This is not a bad area to farm if you want to farm with Blackpool Hills. We have the Spider Queen, we have the Windwalker, and then we have 2 other food units that do not have runes, right? The point of this is to make sure they don't have runes. Make sure the Windwalker does not have any third. The third skill will change her AI, right? But the second skill she's got, Gale, restore 15% HP and 100% energy to an ally. So let's take a look at what it does. By the way, credit to What the Fwa. This was his trick here, right? So we got a wave clear. Then this one, she doesn't have her AoE wave clear, right? Another AoE. Okay, there we go. So that was supposed to clear that monk too, but that's kind of the point to why you are using the see, there was actual information that was more than you thought it was in this video. It wasn't my information. I stole it from Fwa, but all credit to Fwa for I don't know if he took it from somewhere, but all credit to Fwa for coming up with that, or at least think of it. I don't know, whatever. Farm with Windwalker, because also Windwalker is a drop from Blackpool, which is just added bonus of farming Blackpool, because you get the Windwalker there. So you can AoE wave clear, go on to the next stage, AoE wave clear, go on to the third stage. If the unit doesn't have another AoE wave clear, if you're using one of the AoE wave clear units, then the Windwalker will just fully increase the attack gauge to give your DPS unit another turn. But make sure you don't have runes on all the units when you're farming. Otherwise, other things will move before it, and then it won't be as fast, and it won't be as efficient. So, again, credit the foi for that one. Next tip, follow the farming guide, which we already saw. Follow the farming guide. Last continent has super high stats. Let's go take a look at... Boom, boom, yeah, hooray. Oh, I mean, I want to keep that, but this last continent here with Aland, Nagovi Forest, and Mount Mount Aya? Anyway, those are, they even say it in the game, don't they? I don't remember how they say it. But those have super high stats. Also, first off, farm hell levels. Hell levels give you the most XP. I think everyone already knows that. However, if you go to boss levels, that gives less XP than the regular levels. So don't farm the last, don't farm like 7. Farm just like around here. So these all 1, 2, and 3 are all going to give 42. Well, I did the math and I was using 1 unit and 3 foods. Actually, you should be using more than that. You should be using 4 foods. If you're using 1 max level unit, you should be using 4 foods, just so that they get the most value out of that. I don't know why I was using 3, but that's besides the point. I'm sorry. What was I even saying? I don't remember. Oh, this is 42 with 1 farmer and 3 foods, for example, even though you want to run 4. 1, 2, and 3 were all giving me the same amount of XP. But the last continent, Aland, Nagovi Forest, Mount Aya, those units are so high statted, you're not going to be able to, for the small increase in XP, you're not going to be able to clear those fast enough for it to be like really get the most for your time that you invest in farming. So that's why, and also your farmer might not be able to do it. Your farmer probably won't be able to do it unless you have like a super OP farmer. It's not going to be able to do the hell modes on these last few ones, right? So that's why the game tells you Blackpool Hills, and people have been farming Blackpool Hills too. So keep that in mind. It does drop the Windwalker, which is one of the best 3 stars in the game, which you have as well. Yeah, I talked about the last continent. It's got super high stats. I don't know. Do you think they have to nerf that? I don't think they have to nerf that because people not going to be really farming that. But it's the same thing in Summoners, where people really don't farm the last couple stages as Summoners or either on the last continent. They do like a little bit on the like Aiden, but they don't do the ones after that. They don't really farm those because those have super high stats as well. So very similar. They don't farm the last couple things on the last continent in there. They don't farm the things on the last continent in here. Moving on. Covetous Caves versus Blackpool Hills. I thought you guys would find this interesting. Blackpool Hills gives you for example 1 farmer and 3 foods, even though of course again for the 9,000th time you want to use more than 3 foods. This was given 4290 XP. Covetous Caves was also giving 4290 XP. So these are the same XP on Hell. We can actually just go, I guess we go clear another one of those. Everything farther to the left will give you progressively less XP. Everything farther to the right, like Aland, Nagovi Forest, and Mount Aya, will give you more XP. But Covetous Caves and Blackpool Hills actually were the same amount of XP, which I thought was interesting. Again, don't do the 7th one because they're the boss stages and they'll give you less XP. Yeah, did I say it? Yeah, boom. 1 farmer, 3 food, 4290 XP. But again, for the 9,000th time, use 4 food, right? So these are generally the ones that you want to focus on when you are doing your farming. You want to focus on farming the Covetous Caves or the Blackpool Hills, because again, those are the ones that give you the most XP. So anyway, that's it for I think that's it for this one. Bega, you didn't even make it to 10 minutes. Oh my god. Well, actually, we could summon. We're just going to summon now. But anyway, if you got something out of this, hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully you... at least the Windwalker tip, right? If you didn't figure everything else out, at least maybe you got the Windwalker tip. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Again, credit to... I can't even take credit for my own thing. But let's do some summons. Let's do some summons, because in typical YouTube fashion, we have to be... We cannot end a video that's this close to 10 minutes without getting over 10 minutes. Okay, we have a couple summons, though, so we can do that. 12 summons. Let's do the 2, and then... What do you mean fully expanded? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Fine, we'll feed you some foods. That's the whole. That's the end of the educational part. Now we're just farming. I mean, now we're just feeding. Now we're just summoning. What are we doing? We're summoning. Right. That one. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Because of course we have to summon in every single video. Every single one. Oh my god. We're gonna get an amazing farmer. Just kidding. He's not a bad dungeon unit though. That Hydra. And we'll pop our 10. Okay, Troll Lancer. And here's our 10 pull. We don't need to go crazy. Here's a 10 pull though. So close to getting a light dark. Oh my god. So close, yet so far. Okay, 4-star. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Thorn Spirit and hey, another Windwalker and some other stuff that half of this is just adventure mode drops anyway. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys again got something out of it. I will see you as always in the next one.